They're so big. You don't know how big a bear is until you see one in the flesh on the ground in front of you. Yeah, this is one that's this is somewhere in Europe. I think that's a stag, and this bear is just fucking dragging this 300-pound stag around the way you would drag your luggage. I mean, that's a big animal. It's bigger than 300 pounds. I think that might even be an elk. It's either a stag or an elk, but I mean, that's a solid 500-pound animal.
Oof.
And that bear is just fucking mauling it. And it's not even a big bear. That's not a big one. The really, really, really scary ones are the Alaska ones. The Alaska ones are insane. My friend Steve Ranella told this story on the podcast, as did my friend Remy Warren, who was there as well, where they got attacked by an enormous coastal brown bear. It was like 11 feet. Enormous. It had claimed the elk that they shot. They shot an elk on a hunting trip.
Oh, shit.
And the way Alaska is, they were on this place called a Fognak Island. And a Fognak Island is insanely dense. And so if you're going to pack out, if it's like a certain time at night, like say if you shoot the animal and it's like 5 p.m. and it gets dark at 8 p.m., you can't get it out in time. It takes a full day, and you can't manage your way through that brush in the dark. It's too dense. You're going a mile. It takes you hours, hours and hours to go a mile because it's just so dense. You're just moving through everything. And so they hung this elk up, and they took some of the meat back with them, and then they went back in the morning to pack it out. It's cool, so you don't have to worry about the meat going bad. They didn't realize when they got there that a bear had already found it.
Oh, shit.
And the bear had claimed it. And so they said, let's sit down and eat lunch before we pack out. So we'll fuel up before we pack out because it's a long pack out.
So at that point, they didn't know that there was
They had no
bear,
idea.
right?
So these guys are all planning to carry like 100 pounds each on their backs. Yeah. And they're going to go miles and miles through this dense shit that's going to take forever. So they're like, let's eat. So they're sitting there eating, and someone hears something, and they turn, and they see a fucking monster of a bear running straight at them.
Oh, no.
In the camp. And the bear probably didn't realize there were so many of them, and that's maybe the only thing that saved them, because they kind of scattered. And one guy, this dude they called Dirtmouth, he was actually riding the bear's back at one point for like 10 yards on top of the bear's back, and then fell off, and the bear ran off. And so the bear was in the woods, like watching them, making noises, like woofing at them, like making these noises. And now they got their rifles out, but no one had their rifle out. No one had anything out. They were all just eating sandwiches.
Wow.
My friend Remy said he had his gun in his bag. Like, fucking,
So let's say you had a gun on your side. Like
Jesus Christ, what do you do? Because that thing ran past them.
Right.
What if you shot it and it turned around and ran back? Like,
does the noise scare them at all?
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe. And it depends on where you are. Some of them have never seen a person before.
What if you had one of those air horns that's like, "Brrr"?
No.
No.
The bear spray doesn't even work all the time.
It's just an embarrassing way to die. Just
and then it's just fucking tear you apart.
Yeah.
Bear spray doesn't even work all the time. There's that spray that they use. My friend John, he runs a hunting camp in Alberta. The Rivets, John and Jen, they're awesome people. And John had an encounter with a grizzly, and he sprayed it. And he said the bear didn't even react. He said he just kind of walked right through the spray. I was like, oh, fuck. Imagine if that's all you have is this spray and you're counting on this saving you from the bear. And he just fucking... It's like, you ever seen those videos where dudes get tased and they just fucking take it?
Oh, yeah.
The cops are tasing the guy. You know, get down. He's like, ah! Like, just dude PCP'd up or something, and he fucking pulls those cords out of him. Like, now what?
Right.
Now what?
Now your cords are on the ground.
Bro, I've only seen one grizzly bear in the wild in my life. They look at you so different. We were talking about this on Bottom of the Barrel the other day. Because, like, a black bear is a different animal. Black bears look at you like, who are you? Are you going to eat me? Am I going to eat you? Like, what's going on? Like, black bears look... Grizzly bears look at you like this. Like, how fast can you run?
Oh, God.
There's a darkness in their eyes, dude, that's just... That's a predator with no... That's the apex. They're not scared of nobody other than bigger bears.
Right.
That's all they're scared of. And the one I saw, man, he wasn't even that big. He was like a 6-foot bear, like a younger bear, maybe 7 foot, maybe not that big. The big ones, when you get like 10, 11 feet. Oh my God, dude.
Jesus.
They're just massive killing machines, and they're so durable. That's the thing about them that's so crazy. When you watch them fight, they beat the fuck out of each other, and they don't even seem to have marks on them. They're biting the shit out of each other's necks. Although there is one that I saw recently where it looked like the bear got the other bear in the guts, and he just made a giant gash in his stomach, and they were going to war, like on the side of this. This one person's filming them in the woods. So if that thing's coming after you, man, your frame, like we were talking about a cat, that's what that is. It's like the same kind of thing. It's a wild animal, just much bigger. Like your brain is not even going to correctly compute how much stronger they are than you.
Yeah.
It's an impossible number.
That's crazy.
And if you've ever seen them run, they can run faster than people can run. Yeah, so these two dudes. These two dudes going at each other. Like if that's coming after you, man, these are 1,000 pounds. They're just biting the shit out of each other. They're trying to tell the other one, get the fuck out of here. This is all my food. These are all my ladies. Get out of here. Bro, imagine you're in the woods and you stumble upon that.
That one's pretty dominant there on the right.
Yeah. That's a bigger bear. I think the young one is...
Yeah, these bears don't know Jiu Jitsu. There's no benefit in bottom position. Really?
Some of them do. No, there's no benefit in bottom position in bear fighting.
Right.
No. No, they don't have submissions, but they do like have some little hip moves, little hip escapes, and they do like position themselves to hold you down. Seems like they've got some experience. Yeah. They'll do side control. They're like biting the neck and holding them down like this. If you're a bear and you're on the bottom, you're in a bad spot.
Yeah.
So there's no Charles Oliveira's of the bear world.
Right.
And there's no Paul Craig's of the bear world.
But there's a bit of judo. They use the other one's energy.
Yeah, a little wrestling.
Yeah.